Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Pwny Montana, and in this video we are going to be going over a cover 3 bomb that we kind of just noticed during last night's EA tournament. A few of the pro players are running this, so I figured I would bring this to the channel, show you guys exactly how to do it yourselves, and a few little bits of tips and tricks that you guys can actually incorporate into some of the things that you do, or if you don't do it, this will definitely help you guys out if you guys are trying to, you know, confuse your opponent or whoever it is that you guys are playing on the offensive side of the ball. Now, before I get into the video, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video. We are on the road to 12,000 subscribers, and we cannot get there without your help. So if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, follow me on all socials. They will be down in the description below, as well as the playbooks where you can find the play that we will be talking about today. And the play we're going to be talking about is good old trusty PA boot over. Now, we're not going to be running the bot meta from last year's play. That's not what we're going to be running today. We're going to be running a cover 3, just a dagger of a bomb that is sure to confuse a lot of your opponents, because there's just going to be different ways to just attack everything like out of this playbook. Now, PA boot over is the call, and we're going to be calling cover 3 on the offensive side of the ball. Now, there's going to be multiple ways to actually do this. Now, one of the things that you guys can do is, well, the setup, you're going to put 2 slants on your field, okay? You're going to put your tight end on a delay fade because we want as much blocking as possible. Now, you can run this with a running back apprentice. So you guys, this is actually the easier way to run this play, is run it with a running back apprentice, so that once he comes out, any zones that are on that right side will have to try to guard. The AI reacts to it. It doesn't matter who it is. The AI reacts to that route specifically for some reason. But we are using the Chiefs because this is in the Chiefs playbook, this specific formation. So we don't have that luxury right now. So we're just going to take that running back and put him on an out route. And the way that you can still achieve this, the cover 3 beater, is by motioning out one of these 2 guys. So I'm going to go ahead and motion out Tyreek Hill. And you see the defense has to react. And just by that alone is going to give you enough time to take that cover 3 beater over the top for a massive, you know, lapse in coverage. Like there's a big hole in the coverage after motioning that guy over and forcing the cornerback to react to that motion guy. And it's just a slant. That's all you're doing, is you're just putting a slant on the field. Now, this play specifically is gonna work very well for a lot of people, simply because I put the running back on a nice little out route, which is gonna hit the hard flats here. And then even if this isn't open over the top, you guys are going to be able to hit the slant coming across the top. So obviously you have to pick your poison on which one you want to hit. But as soon as you see that cornerback on that right side react to react to that motion over, you're going to be good to go on a cover 3 bomb, just straight over the top. Now I'm going to try to run this with an extra, with just blocking the running back as well, but we're just gonna run it with the 2 slants. Okay, so we're gonna motion the slant over. As you can see, you heard my controller going crazy, and look at how wide open this cover 3 bomb is. Boom. Pass lead it up and to the right or up and to the left, depending on which way that post is going. And you guys are gonna be good money. Very easy to run, very simple setup. For those of you guys who are new to the game, let's go over it, and then I'll go over a couple things that some of the pros do, or some of the pros were doing, to kind of make this even harder to guard. Okay, so all you're gonna want to do is take your 2 inside slot receivers, which is triangle and O, or if you guys are on Xbox, it'll be Y and B. You're gonna put them on a slant. So triangle, and then it brings up your hot routes, and then you're going to put them on a slant, which is right stick to the right, as you can see. Then you're going to do the same thing with O or B. Triangle or Y, access your hot routes, press O or B, put them on a slant, same thing. Then whichever one you guys want, I like motioning over this guy. I think you can't, I don't know if you can actually motion hike with the triangle, but we can try it. But that's all you need to do. And then as soon as he crosses over, you run your play action. As you can see, enough space, enough room to have that cornerback bite on the slant, and you're good to go for a nice coverage bomb. So again, we're gonna motion over the other guy this time. Oh, if you guys are new, I like putting my guys on delay fades, which is I like putting my tight end on a delay fade. If you have a guy that's on the line and can block, you can put them on a delay fade, which means that they'll sit there and act as an extra blocker until you release them. So to release them, you hold X if you're on PlayStation, or A if you guys are on Xbox. Okay, so it just helps with blocking and creating more blocking for your opponents to actually, because when you block a tight end, it renders most blitzes useless. Most of them. There are some blitzes that still get in even with a tight end blocked if you send it from the opposite side, but this delay fade will help you guys out tremendously on trying to get a little bit more comfortable in your offense. So to put your tight end on a delay fade, you press triangle to access the hot routes, or Y if you guys are on Xbox, X in this case because that's where the triangle is, and then you take your right stick and push it up, and that puts him on a delay fade. It's like that little blue route. The blue route means it's delayed. Okay, so again, we're gonna motion this guy over. Boom. You see the coverage, you see the blocking. This is on all Madden as well, and as you can see, over the top, absolute bomb. Even on all Madden, just extra blocking that tight end helps you out tremendously. Now, for a couple tips that you guys can actually rock with if you guys are rocking something like this, don't be afraid. This is a tip, mind you. Don't be afraid to audible from one formation to another. Something that a lot of these pro players were doing when I was watching the MCS was simply they were audibling from bunch. Now this is halfback. This is bunch halfback strong, which means that the running back is on the strong side of the field or the formation. So you can come out in something like Z spot, which used to be a very good play, right? And they're coming out in their defense and they're pressing, and a lot of the times they have their auto flip. So if they have auto flip, this is how the defense is going to look. This guy's going to be out to the outside, but it's going to look like he's out here. So they're auto flipping, they're making their adjustments, and then you audible into bunch tight end, your PA boot overplay, and all of a sudden that they immediately have to flip their play as well. And everybody who's a good player knows that quick hiking is a very annoying thing. It doesn't matter how good of a player you are. Being quick hiked is one of the most frustrating things that you can do to a Madden player. It's very, very frustrating. So if you guys are in bunch, and I'm gonna reset the play. So you guys are in bunch, and you guys want to flip the play and do stuff. If you guys put Robinson on a drag on the opposite side, and you take Tyreek Hill, put him on a streak, if you flip your play, this is just flipping, mind you, this isn't the bunch tight end. If you flip your play, those hot routes will remain on the field. Why? We don't know why. It's EA, and we have no idea why they do what they do. But a lot of the times, it leaves a lot of the coverages that your opponent is trying to run, it leaves a lot of gaps in their coverages. So that's why a lot of pro players are flipping their bunch or flipping their bunch tight end, because it creates those crazy lapses in your coverage or in the defense's coverage. Because once they flip, they have to move their safety over. They have to put their hard flats in a different hard flat, or their cloud flat, their curl flat, cloud flat, seam flat, hook, curl, whatever the mid read, whatever it is, they have to completely adjust to what you're flipping to the opposite side of the field. EA has not implemented something where it's gonna flip the defense for you. So this is a huge tip for you guys to actually get comfortable with, to actually start running, is simply just start flipping your formations a couple times. Not a couple times, because once you flip it too much, I can't show you guys in practice, but in game, if you flip it too much, you'll end up getting a penalty for it, and that's not what we want. So you flip it once to a formation, and now we're gonna run the cover 3 beater once again. So again, you see that we're able to set up, a few audibles, a few hot routes, and boom, we are off to the races to run our cover 3 beaters. You can see that cornerback is too short to actually guard it, and we're there for a nice cover 3 dagger. Was this tip helpful? I hope so. The pros are running it. Now you can run it too. Don't forget, you can also run this with a running back apprentice. It will work a lot easier with a running back apprentice because you won't have to motion a guy over. So for those of you guys who are new to the channel, one more time, we're gonna go in, we're gonna flip it to the PA boot over. All you have to do is take those 2 slot receivers and put them on a slant. Take your tight end, put them on delay fade. If you want to create more of a flood concept, take your running back, put them on an out route, then take either slot that's on the inside slot, motion him over, and then motion hike him as soon as he crosses over to that other side. Motion hike him. Up. I actually put my tight end on a streak. Let's do that one more time. Let's do that one more time. Put him on delay. All those other guys are on. All those other guys. Oh, I did put him on a delay, right? Yep. All those other guys are on their slants. And I'm going to make sure that the pressure does not come in. Simply because it's for the video. So motion him over. Once he crosses over, cornerback. Why is my tight end moving up like that? Very, very strange. I don't know why he's doing that in game. That's just not something that will happen. But I guess in practice mode, it'll happen. I'm just gonna call it without sending the running back route. And as you can see, it's working this time. It's working this time. So again, boom, dot. I just like to end off the videos with a dot. You know what I mean? I don't like to end it off with the play being fluky, because then it's like, hey man, the play doesn't even work properly. So there you go. The play works properly. Cover 3 beater. Start bombing your opponents over the top out of any formation. You guys know where to find that heat from on the Pwny Montana channel. If you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. My name is Pwny Montana, and I will see you guys in the next video, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces. Peace out, you guys.